Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I see you all survived April Fool's Day. Way to go. Way to go. Welcome, everyone. We're going to start by singing a song together. Please sing along. We're going to rock it a little bit.
Happy Practitioner Sunday. Yes, indeed. Here at the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where transformation happens. I'm Linda Brewer, and I'm grateful for the privilege of being the practitioner welcoming all of you this morning. That includes not just all of you here in the room, but the folks in our 2 virtual sanctuaries on Facebook and on YouTube. Y'all please say hello to us from out there. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so that we can help make the world a better place. If you will, I invite you all to please join me in saying together our promise statement. We promise to embody love, compassion, and kindness everywhere we go, and to be the peaceful presence we want to experience in this world. We recognize the divine oneness in everyone and everything, including all living creatures, Mother Earth, and the universe. We promise to be generous, sharing our time, talents, and treasures as we serve from the highest truth that love is the way. Recognizing and embody this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Today, our 9:30 book study in the first floor classroom began the study of our new book of the month, Falling into the Arms of God by Megan Dawn, a book of reflections on the beautiful meditations from the Catholic mystic, St. Teresa of Avila. Please consider joining that next week if you'd like. All right, here are all the other practitioners serving today. Several of us are out of town, but here's who's here and serving. Jim Ferris will be sharing a reading and a time of sacred silence before leading us in prayer. Hildreth Ferris is holding high watch throughout the service, prayerfully knowing that the best and highest is unfolding as we share this sacred time together. Sue Gardner will be reminding us about abundance and giving and blessing the offering gifts that will be collected by Farrell Hinckley, Farrell Zeman, and Jim Ferris. Our talk and prayer will be given by the longtime practitioner, Rev Myna Hirst, whose talk is called Springing into Joy. Fortunately for all of you, none of the practitioners will be doing the special music today. Instead, we have Mindy Dillard and Holly Kirsten, now known as Everbloom. See, all the flowers are in your honor, the Everbloom happening here today. So they are back to share their fabulous music talent with us. We do have some brochures on the hospitality table where you can learn more about what practitioners do. But I do want to share just a little bit today for those who are newer or who'd like to be reminded about what it takes to become a practitioner. Practitioners are members who did 4 years of study that trained them in the art and science of affirmative prayer and a whole lot of other things. They passed written exams and oral panels to receive their license, and they have to continue a certain number of education credits and service credits every 2 years to renew those licenses. Unless today is your first day, you already know that they lead the meditation service, do a prayer, do high watch here, and offer prayer after the service. Each Wednesday, they also provide an online weekly meditation. What you may not know is that they also offer spiritual counseling sessions. They teach classes and workshops. At times, they may officiate weddings, commitment ceremonies, memorials, and funerals. They also do all of this, and at least once a year we do an annual Practitioner Sunday like today. They also do the Burning Bowl service, Blue Christmas, and other special services. But most importantly, we are all here to pray for you anytime that you need that support, so please take advantage of that. I'm sorry to report, but our first Sunday monthly visioning will not be happening today, but it will be back on May 4th. Last week we held our annual meeting and welcomed 3 new board members, Sue Gardner, Jackie Summers, and Renelle Smith. We're so grateful to you all for agreeing to serve. If you didn't do this last week, please pick up a renewal form to renew your membership. So those are out at the table, right, Robert, somewhere?
Yes.
Gail, they're out there somewhere. Okay, thanks. If you have a question, see Gail right back there. See her hand? There she is. Okay. Do we have any first-time visitors today? Anybody? No? Okay. Guess what? I don't have to tell you about the website and all that stuff now. Phew. Okay. This Friday at 7 o'clock, the House of Prayers of All Peoples that Rabbi Bachman does here each week is going to feature as their speakers our own Reverend Hirst and her husband, practitioner Farrell Hinckley, and the great music of Desert Wind. And so if any of you have never been because you thought, oh, I won't know anybody there, first of all, there are always folks from the center there, and you'll know the speakers this month if you want to check that out. It's a great service, great music, and a great time to interact with people from other faith communities in the Salt Lake Valley. So we're so grateful they host that here. All right, I'm sorry for all the announcements today, but there's so much happening. So check all the flyers and the website, Spiritually Free. But here's, in order of date, not importance, what's coming up. This month's LGBTQIA plus and allies group will be on the 3rd Saturday, the 19th, rather than the 4th Saturday. April 23rd will be our next monthly Wednesday experience, and will feature Holly Stokes. April 25th will be our first of many, we hope, Humans and Animals Connection Ceremony, facilitated by Shanti Kiefer, off-site because we're not allowed to have animals here. And all day on Saturday, April 26th, our center will be the site that Christiane Turner is hosting her Global Transformation Expo, featuring the opportunity to experience many different healing modalities, as well as shop for some beautiful gifts, jewelry, books, art, and more. This is being done as a fundraiser for our center, so please save the date and immerse yourself in this transformational experience. On April 27th is the annual Interfaith Roundtable Sacred Music Evening at the Tabernacle with Rick and Delanne and Leslie and Shemaine doing a beautiful musical number. And it's a great evening of all kinds of dance and different things, so take advantage of that. And finally, this is not an order of date, but to remind you that April 20th, which is Easter, is the last Sunday to submit your plans to host a Food, Fun, and Friends event. This is a great fundraiser for our center. So please, if you haven't done so, think of something that you'd like to do and share some food with friends and host that. And then the center gets to have the money after we auction it off. Whew. Okay. Let's take a breath. And I want to remind you that our center was founded on and it is grounded in prayer. That our beloved practitioners are always here to serve you anytime that you are having a hard time recognizing that everything is in divine order. Get together with one of them. Let us know for you that there is a divine purpose even if you can't see it. We will hold that and know it for you until you can know it for yourself. So take advantage. And of course, you can always submit a request online or right out at the table outside. So. Right now, I invite you all to settle in, allow Jim's reading and the centering music to connect you with the spirit that lives within as we prepare for a time of silence and sacred prayer.
Today's reading is adapted from Falling into the Arms of God, which draws from the wisdom of Teresa of Avila, a beloved 14th century Spanish nun and mystic. Teresa of Avila incorporated her monastic order, a rule calling for an hour of daily recreation. She felt it was extremely important for the nuns to have fun together. She knew that the community would benefit, since a lightness of soul facilitates a feeling of solidarity and enables us to see one another in a new light. No one's burden should be so great, she said, that they can't free themselves from their exterior duties and inner work for an hour. Teresa created songs and encouraged all the nuns to do the same. During their recreation time, they would join together to sing one another's creations or dance with the rhythms of spirit. They also told captivating stories and shared their individual talents during this happy time. Recreation is literally a time to recreate ourselves. A joyful freedom, when experienced by our whole self, body, mind, and soul, can bring about effortless change. Old patterns are released, and we experience a new way of being. In a time of communal creative discovery, a time of delighting with one another, souls are lightened, and our creative natures are naturally expressed. As we journey together, let us remember to have fun for fun's sake. Just think how it would be if, for an hour every day, your community gathered and enjoyed each other, playing and having a good time. Please join me in a time of sacred silence as we focus on our inner joyous self.
Into the presence would I enter now, for I am surrounded
breathing into that sacred space of peace within. I feel the love moving around this room, around this world. A magnificent presence that lives with all life, each and everything created by the holy source of all. What better time to celebrate the beauty of spring, flowers blooming, hearts opening, spirit moving through all in perfect balance. I'm so grateful for all of this good, as I know all of us are here today. The abundance of clean spring air, beautiful flowers springing up, children playing outside for a change, pansies greeting us at the door. So much beauty, so much good. We all come from that one source, and I am a part of that source. Its life flows through me and each person here. We bless, all of us, the Spirit within us blesses this service. All the people gathered here and at home, watching us from afar, but their souls right here, one with the Spirit of all life. I bless all the volunteers that made this service happen. Our minister who brings us together every Sunday. All of it is good, especially the music and the team that supports it by Raj and his wonderful people that volunteer to help, the greeters, the ushers, all of us making it home, our spiritual home. I'm so grateful for all of this, and I release this word into the law of life, knowing full well that it is already happening right now.
Thank you, Jim. This song that we're going to learn together, it's a simple song, Don't Be Scared. It was written by Chris Kirch, Mr. Fun. So it's called Rise and Shine. It's a very joyful song that fits well into this theme. Rise and shine.
Your heart is singing.
It's a great rehearsal. Come back next week. It's my pleasure to introduce our special music. Always a favorite here. Beautiful people inside and out. Wonderful, skilled musicians, songwriters. And what a way to bring in spring. Everbloom Mindy Dillard and Holly Kirsten.
Hi, everybody. Hello. We thought maybe a nice, joyful cover might be a Dolly Parton song.
Dolly Parton is joyful.
This is Wildflowers.
The kind that they bloom wherever they can, even in places they're not supposed to, right?
right.
Wildflowers do that.
2, 3, 4. The hills were alive with wildflowers, and I was as wild, even wilder than they. For at least I could run. They just died in the sun, but I refused to just wither in place. Just a wild mountain rose seeking Christmas. Just a wild mountain rose seeking freedom to grow. So I ran, fearing not where I'd go. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow.
The flowers I knew in the field where I grew were content to be lost in the crowd. They were common and close, and I had no room for growth. I wanted so much to branch out.
I uprooted myself from my home ground and left. Took my dreams and I took to the road. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. I grew up fast and wild, and it never felt right in a garden so different from me. I just never belonged. I longed to be gone. So the garden one day set me free. I hitched a ride with a friend, and since she was my friend, I just let her decide where we go. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Just a wild mountain rose seeking mysteries untold. No regret for the path that I chose. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Wildflowers don't care where they grow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. You sure? Hi, everybody. Talk about a beautiful day, isn't it? And Jim, wherever you are, thank you so much for reminding us that life is supposed to be fun. We're really getting that message anyway, aren't we? Because last month when we were reading Brene Brown's book, what did she tell us? That play is the most important thing we can do. And now we got it again this month from a really old woman. I don't know how old she was, but lovely, lovely, lovely that 1,500, that's pretty old. Oh my gosh. What a lovely, lovely day, and thank you for being here. What a nice time. Spring into joy. Wow. 2 words that probably want a definition, spring and joy. So Webster says that joy is a state of happiness or felicity, bliss, complete happiness, enjoying eternal bliss in heaven, marital bliss, the sheer bliss of an afternoon at the spa. So it doesn't have to be big stuff, but it's a feeling, isn't it? Joy is a word, and it's a really small word, but it's a really big feeling. Where does it happen in you? Yeah. Wherever it is, it's different for everybody, but there you go. Solomar, Dr. Holmes, Ernest Holmes, who is our founder, says that every man searches for God, but not for the God of theology. We are looking for the God of joy, the God of laughter, the God of love. You're starting to get the idea where we're going with this? I hope so. I believe that joy is harmony. It's awareness. It's sitting in the living room with a cat in my lap and being in the moment. And flowers. All over the place today there are flowers. That's cool. So, what is spring? It has 2 meanings, doesn't it? One means to jump up. And I think, thanks Chris for that nice song. That is one way that that's one way that we spring. The other one is what's happening outside right now, okay? Life is renewing itself. It's a time for new beginnings. It's also very unpredictable. And sometimes that's pretty frustrating. You know, last week it was snowing. What was that? You know, today it's gorgeous. Who knows what tomorrow's going to be? Welcome to Utah. But that in itself has value, doesn't it? If we always knew what was going to happen next, would life be a little boring? That's why I live in Utah. I moved here from a place where it never got wintertime. You know, that's an interesting place to be, but there are so many things I missed. Because there were no daffodils. I lived in Hawaii for a while. And while I was in Hawaii, and, you know, I mean, it's tough, I know that, but, you know, deal with it. In the springtime, on Mother's Day every year, I'd go to church, and the women there were flowers everywhere, of course. And all of the women showed up in church with these beautiful leis around their necks, sometimes 3 or 4 of them, all of these flowers, all of these enormous, beautiful blossoms everywhere. And the highlight of the day was a little lady whose son had sent her a pansy. She put that pansy on her lapel and wore it to school, to church, and everybody was just amazed. No one had ever seen a pansy. No one had ever seen a pansy. Because pansies need winter in order to become what they are. So, you think about it. February, it's kind of still wintertime, isn't it? But February creates March. And March creates April. And April will create June. That's how the world works. It's an amazing thing. And that's really the springing from one place to the next, to the next, to the next. Does that make sense? Winter creates spring. Imagine, for example, in the deep of winter, I think I hibernate. I don't know about you, but you either hibernate or you ski. There's no middle ground, okay? I'm a hibernator. How many of you are skiers? Okay. Yeah, not mine, but it's yours. But I hibernate in the wintertime. It's a time when I can go inside and with a good book or, good music or whatever, and I can do some kind of self-building from the interior. Just like in the middle of winter, what's happening under the earth for the trees? Things are starting to think about growing. And by February, they've got a little better idea about growing. February is the love month, isn't it? And that's a time when we are beginning to grow again, too, to come out of hibernation and moving into a place where there are other people. It's easier to get out and get around. And it's a lot more fun. But new life is beginning under the earth in the middle of winter. And that's what creates February. And as that grows and grows, in March we begin to see crocus. We begin to see things popping up out of the ground. And that's what creates March. And that's what creates April. In the spring, we begin to become restless. We've been seeking for new things, and that's where we're at right now. We are springing into April, aren't we? We're springing into the possibility of May and June and summer and the fullness of fall. And then again, what happens? We go back into this hibernation and we do it again. And just like winter creates spring, chaos creates harmony. Think about that. If we didn't have winter, we couldn't have spring. Does anybody notice that there's a little chaos going on in the world right now? Just a little bit. It depends on who you listen to, doesn't it? Whether it's good or bad stuff, it doesn't matter. What it is it's chaotic. It's not. You can't create organization out of it. You can't create possibilities because it's so busy being dark and black and looking like miserable. But it's not. It's just like when earth beginnings, when the trees begin to know that it's going to be spring by recognizing that the sap can come up. And we're in a place of chaos right now. Yes, we are. But that chaos is going to create harmony, just like winter creates spring. And when I talk about harmony, there's something I want to say about harmony because it's a good thing. It can be either chaos or not. But think about a symphony orchestra for a minute. It's made up of all different kinds of instruments. You know that? There are the beautiful string instruments, the ones that carry the melody. And they're gorgeous. And then there are the woodwinds. They have kind of a nature feeling, don't they? It's not the same feeling. And they're very different. What about brass? The trumpets. They certainly are not like the strings. They make loud noises. They announce things to the world. And finally, the percussion section. Anywhere from little dingle bells to big drums to the great big drums that happen in a symphony. All kinds of different ideas. Humans are like that, I think. We live in a lot of different places in the world. We have all kinds of different ideas about things. We don't even have the same idea about what God is, if you even use that word. Okay? There are so many differences, just like there are differences in a symphony orchestra. Have you ever been to a symphony concert? The first thing that happens is chaos, because every one of those instruments is busy tuning up, which means they are making the most unenjoyable sound. It is absolutely chaos, isn't it? The drums doing one thing and the strings doing something else and the trumpets blaring and all of this stuff going on, and it just makes noise. It's just noise. That's like chaos. Then the conductor comes up. Everybody applauds. And he raises his baton. And they start working together. They start working together and they create music. Maybe we could do that. Maybe whether we are Democrats or Republicans or white or black or male or female or some version in between, maybe instead of deciding, I'm right and you're wrong, I'm important and you're nothing, we're going to do things my way or not at all, maybe we could talk to each other. Maybe we could sing a song together. Maybe, like Jim said, we could get together for an hour a day and sing a song and dance together. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Do you think we could? I bet we could. I bet we will, because we always do. Webster says that chaos is a state of confusion, the confused, unorganized state of primordial matter before the creation of distinct forms. So a couple of us are going to start a movement here pretty soon that we're going to call Pray Harmony. Because I believe the most powerful tool that we have to fight the chaos that's going on in the world is the power of prayer. So a couple of us have gotten together and we're going to start a movement that means starting in June, we'll have 100 days of prayer for harmony and peace. Is there a difference between peace and harmony? Go like this. Okay, good. Yes, there is. When I think about peace, what do I think about? Everybody singing the same song. But that's just like if we didn't have seasons and if we didn't have differences, then it would be easy to be peaceful, wouldn't it? Harmony is what happens when we all have different ideas and different ways of being, and different cultures that we come from, and different ideas about everything. And we've got the capacity, through prayer, to create music instead of chaos. So that's it. We're going to talk about that a little more later on. The idea of praying harmony actually comes from a book that we used a couple of months ago, Greg Baden's book. He talked about going with a Native American friend of his to pray peace. And he went with this fellow out into the desert, and the fellow was a native, as I said, and went out into the middle of a medicine wheel that they found. And Braden expected that there would be sounds or dances or something going on. This fellow went out and he stood in the middle of the field, and he just stood there for a few minutes. And then he walked back and said, "Okay, we're done. Let's go." And Greg said, "I don't understand. What just happened?" He said, "You weren't making any noise to pray for peace, or pray for rain." It was a prayer for rain. The fellow said, I don't want to pray for rain, because if I pray for rain, I'm implying that rain doesn't exist right now. If I pray rain, which is what I did, I went out into that circle, and I felt rain falling down on me. I felt the mud coming up through my toes. And I knew that rain already existed. Different concept. So we're praying harmony, because harmony actually already does exist. Does it? Can you find the places in your life where harmony happens for you right now? Yeah. I love Christmas. I really do. I love being able to sit in my living room with a fire in the fireplace and a good book and my cat on my lap, and the Christmas tree is so beautiful. All of the decorations around me. Oh, I love that time. It feels so good. That's harmony. What I don't like is the day that we put up the Christmas tree, because there are things all over the floor, and boxes and bags and strings of lights and everything is pure chaos. But in order to have Christmas, we've got to have the chaos that creates it. And if we're going to have peace and joy and love and harmony in the world, how does that get created? It gets created by the chaos. So whether you like what's going on in the world or not, please know that change is happening and change is good. Can you buy that? Okay. Okay. Just to wrap it up. We are springing into joy in every moment. We're springing out of chaos and into harmony in every moment. Because harmony does exist. Just as chaos exists. And we all get to look for the harmony that's on its way, that is right now. What areas in your life are already harmonious? I bet a lot more of them than are chaotic. Yeah, especially today because there's sunshine out there. It's good. So, Teresa of Avila, thanks for that, Jim, says that you begin by blessing your life and all that it holds. And then you let yourself gently slip into the arms of the divine. You feel any struggle in your life, any place where you might feel trapped. And then offer these situations to the divine and ask that it bless you. Allow God's love to show you the truth and ask to be guided into the gentleness and joy of your growth. She's a pretty smart lady. So, homework. You always get homework when I stand up here. You always get home, okay? Your homework this time is to do what Teresa of Avila says. Feel the struggle in your life and any place where you might feel trapped, and then allow that to turn into harmony. Find the harmony that's already in the middle of it, because it's always there. Another thing you can do to help you along that way is, it is Practitioner Sunday after all, so for heaven's sakes, pray with a practitioner, okay? Because if you can't find that harmony, you've got to know that it's there. That we will help you find it. We know it's there. It may just look a little different right now. So to wrap up, life really is a joyous adventure. It's both joy and an adventure. And it's all better. It's all good. It's all good. So let's pray for a minute. Let's take a deep breath. Go inside. Find the joy and the peace in this moment. And breathe into that. Another deep breath. And we feel the gratitude of being in this place with these people. This spiritual family. So grateful that it's always there in every moment. And pray for that. Pray in that place that the music begins. The sound of a guitar and a bass. Some beautiful percussion. A beautiful voice. And feel the feeling of harmony. We know that the divine is this. That it's all good. And that divine is in the music. It's in the world. It is the creator of all that is, and it is right in the heart of you. We use that divine power of prayer to harmonize our own lives. To pray harmony into the conflict that surrounds us. Knowing that the outcome always is good. And with that knowing that I have the power to create whatever I choose in my life, and you do too, that right now we pray harmony. Right now I pray harmony in my own life. I pray joy in each moment. The feeling of that is so good. And I breathe it in. Grateful for this philosophy, for the people who share it with me, for the opportunities we have here, the classes and the philosophy and Ernest Holmes and Reverend Elizabeth, Reverend Cindy, all of the people who have committed in one way or another, the Board of Trustees, our practitioners, every one of you. So grateful. And the work is done. There is nothing now left to do except to let it fly away and let it be. And so it is. Thank you, God. Oh, and now we are to a different time. My dear friend, would you come up here? Miss Sue, one of the latest members of our Board of Trustees. You are fabulous, you are.
Newest practitioner. And the first thing I want to say is that I feel honored to be in the practitioner group. The feeling is divine. It's really wonderful. So now it is time for our spiritual practice of circulation. So the ushers will come forward in a minute. For me, when I started tithing to the spiritual center, I needed to be clear on my purpose in giving my treasure to this sacred organization and its work. So I ended up calling the dollars I was donating gratitude dollars. Gratitude for the goodness of God and this center in my life. At first, as I donated an amount that felt right for me, and I noticed after several months I was receiving unexpected savings in things. A couple of dollars here, a few dollars there. And then when I went to buy an airline ticket, I saved $150. And that's more money that I get to keep in the bank. And I was surprised. So then I decided to increase the amount of dollars I was donating monthly, and it has continued, that I continue to receive unexpected dollars coming in. So you can go ahead. Let's see, we're missing it. Yeah, there he is. He's way in the back. Okay. So ultimately, I realized I was actively experiencing the law of circulation in my life. and I felt connected with God's abundant givingness and my own abundance. So outstretch your hands from your heart and repeat this blessing after me. We are so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We are so grateful
We are so grateful
that we can give
that we can give
from the overflow
from the overflow
and know
and know
it comes back
it comes back
multiplied abundantly.
multiplied abundantly.
We are so blessed,
We are so blessed,
and so it is.
and so it is.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free, I'm released. I've been set free, I'm released. The burden of my past has gone away at last. I've been set free, I'm released. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me.
Let's hear another song from Mindy and Holly, Everbloom.
I have a hard time with joy, but my little son named Charlie, he doesn't really. Well, sometimes he gets kind of grumpy, but this song is a time capsule to when he was little and just overflowing with joy. And he has a lot of joy now, too. Sorry, that was a super weird intro. I don't know what's going on, guys. Anyway, this song's called Charlie Dance. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Charlie spin, Charlie dance round the room with no pants, a joyful smile on his face. He still does the no pants, jumping on his little feet and scrunching up his dimpled cheeks. He's moving with such a clumsy grace. Dance, dance, Charlie Pie, dance, dance, Charlie Pie, dance, dance, Charlie. I wanna see you dance. Spin round the dirty kitchen floor, spin through the hallway, out the door, toes tickle the grass in our front yard. Raise your arms up to the sky, you spin and top, my little guy, your light is brighter than a star. Dance, dance, Charlie Pie, dance, dance, Charlie Pie, dance, dance, Charlie. I wanna see you dance. Sixteen-month-old little boy, gap-toothed, blonde-haired, blue-eyed coy, spin through the sprinklers, get all wet. He likes it when I clap my hands dance. He spins around and around again. He don't need no complicated steps. Dance, dance, Charlie Pie. Dance, dance, Charlie Pie. Dance, dance, Charlie. I wanna see you dance. Dance, dance, Charlie Pie. Dance, dance, Charlie Pie. Dance, dance, Charlie. I wanna see you dance. Thank you.
Such a joyful song. You know, Mindy, I remember when you did that without Holly, and that fiddle really adds a lot in the harmonies. It's awesome. You just figured. Yeah. What? Happy song. You just picture Charlie without no pants dancing around. It's awesome. It's just, whoa, nothing more joyful. And thank you, Reverend Myrna. Great message. You know, whenever I think of peace, because I love the word harmony, obviously, if peace was a verb, harmony or harmonize would be it. It would be the action of creating peace is to not only look for harmony, but participate in it, to do it. Yeah, pretend it's an act. Spring into it. It's an action word. Anyway, thank you so much. So to reiterate, no visioning today, but look forward to that next week. It's always a fun time. If you'd like time with a practitioner, remember they're available across the hall after the service. And look forward to House of Prayer this coming Friday. Shemaine and I would love to see you there. We're there every single time. It's such a great group when you consider harmony in action. A House of Prayer is an interfaith community, and it's just a beautiful thing. And spotlight the Center for Spiritual Living this time. That's awesome. Come, there's always food too. You know, sometimes that's what gets you there. Whatever. It's not a bad excuse. Just come. All right, let's stand, everyone. Let's sing our closing song. It's a great song by Lisa Ferraro called Everybody's Got a Smile for the World.
You feel like something's missing from your day to day. If you feel like something's missing from your day to day, just put a smile on your face and chase those blues away. 'Cause everybody's got a smile for the world. Everybody's got a smile for the world. You gotta let it shine bright, 'cause that's what it's for.
That's what it's for.
and cry.